Hey everybody, this is going to be a video on how to remove, I believe it is called a snapback on a watch, a snapback watch. Almost dropped the tool. Okay, so I did a video on this a couple years ago. It has gotten a lot of views. I would like to get a couple billion views instead, so I thought I would do, sorry about the little dirt over there. I would like to do another video. It really helped out a lot of people, a lot. It helped me out. And so what is a snapback watch? I'm trying to look for a watch that would show you what is not a snapback watch, but a snapback watch. There are two different kinds of watch backs. Let's try to zoom in a little. There is one that has a few notches around the back, and you take a little tool and you put it around those notches, maybe two of the notches, and you turn and the back comes off. This watch doesn't have that. So you look at this watch and you say, how in the world do you remove this? And then you go and you pay $6 to have somebody do it for you. And okay, so there's two things about a snapback watch. One, sometimes you can use a butter knife or a special knife tool to remove the back on these things. A lot of times the tool doesn't work, and that was the problem I had with this. I would try to do it myself. I even bought a couple tools and I could not get the back off. And then I would go over to the watch guy and he would snap the thing off in a second. Now he was doing it with a regular flat knife, like an edged butter knife type tool. He does this every day, so he knows what he's doing. I don't do this every day, so I don't know what I'm doing. And once you get this off, on some of these watches you can press and pop it back on. On other watches, you need to get one of those tools that will fit around the front without cracking the bezel, the glass, and it will go around the back so you can kind of hold it like this and snap the back on. And if I need that, I will show you the tool. If I don't need it on this one, then I won't show you the tool, but it is in my other video if you check on the channel. So if this helps you out, please, like we all say, thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, comment. If you want to donate to my channel, ask for my PayPal info. And if you want to help me out, if you buy from Amazon, click on the affiliate link in the video description when you do your orders, and that will help me out. So, snapback watch. I am zoomed in. I'm looking through the camera, so this is not easy for me to do. So you look all the way around. You look all the way around, and you try to find a notch. And it's going to be very, very hard to see. I think that's it right over there. Is that it? That is it. I am trying to zoom in as much as I can without the camera flipping out. So what you have over here is, that's the notch right down in there. It's just a little indent in the bottom of the back. And so they take a tool, pry tool, and boop, and it pops off. The problem is you can't find a tool that works, and so we all go to the watch place and spend a fortune. And then I found this tool. They're not sponsoring me. I wish they were. They probably sold a billion of these tools with all the comments I've got on my last video. This tool, for some reason, works. It's thin enough that it fits in there. It looks like it's machined steel. Maybe it's aluminum. I don't know. This is heavy-duty stuff. And it's a really good tool that it goes right in there and it pries it out. On the back over here, you can see it says SR, what is that, like SR62 something. That's the battery. If you don't have it stamped on the back, open it up and you'll see. I don't know if I'm going to need that snap tool, but I want to move this around now just so you can see how this tool works. You see we've got this little lip over here. And it's starting to, see? I don't know if you can see it. It's going to fit. It's going to slide right in. We are going to have deep penetration. Oh, that's a good angle now. Yeah, you can see the gap. So when I move it around here, it's not going to go in anywhere. But when I get it right to the opening, we're going to get slow, deep penetration, and it's going to go right in. I'm going to insert it right in slowly, right around here. I'm looking through the camera, so, oh, there. Is that it? Is that it? Because I want to do this. There it is. Is that it? Let me go find it again, and I'm going to show you how it works. I'm trying to get a good view. You should be able to see that. It's a lot harder to see. There it is, right over there. You see that little gap right in there, that little indent? It's just a tiny little thing, and they put a tool in there and pry it. Now, Everything that I used, as I said, did not work. This tool, I will leave a link to buy this tool in the video description because this thing is awesome. So you can see right now, see the tool, see how it fits? It's a perfect width. It goes right into that gap right over there. It's seated in there right now. So I'm going to put this thing down and I'm going to try to use the tool and show you what it does. Okay, it's right over there. And watch, it's effortless to do. There, and it flew across the room. Is that incredible or what? I might need the tool to put this back on. I don't know. There is the battery that I have to remove. It's held in by a tiny little clip over there. Go slowly. Try to do this with your fingers if you can. It popped out over there. On this one, the plus, I believe, is on the top. The rating's on the top. Be careful that you don't damage anything over here. And make sure that you have fresh batteries so you don't have to do this over and over again every couple months. Let me go pop this out. There it is. I put a date on there. I don't know if that's November 16th or November 17th. So this, I really don't wear this watch anymore. It was my dad's watch. And now I wear the Garmin, but I've got the battery out. I'm going to put the battery back in, a new battery. We're going to make sure it works before I put on the case, which I will probably need the back press, I think it's called the back press, to close this thing up. Otherwise, what ends up happening if this doesn't seat well, you end up with a watch like my mom where the back falls off and you don't know where it is and you have a watch that you can't use anymore. So let me put in the new battery. New battery is in. Second hand is now moving. For those of you that don't know what a second hand is, this is the second hand, the little seconds. That's the hour hand and the minute hand. I know a lot of people use digital and they never went to school, so they don't really know what a watch hand is. Now, we have a little gap over there. I don't know if that's the part where, okay, this little gap is where the stem is going to go. So make sure you don't put it in the wrong place and break your back. So that, look for the indentation. That is where the stem will be. And then you will press down, and I'm hoping in my case that it will snap in. It's not that hard of a watch to close up, but it is definitely a hard back to remove. I don't remember if I was able to do this by hand before, so you got to be really careful because if you press on the glass, you're going to break it and then you're in trouble. And with this watch, I believe, well, no, when I went to the guy, he did use a back press to pop this thing on, and I don't want to lose the back of this because this is an important watch. So let me get the press and I'll show you how it works. So this is called a watch back press set. Now remember I was telling you about the other style watches where you have the little, you need the tool to turn the back. Well, you can do that with needle nose and ruin the watch, or you can buy a kit and it ends up with two little pieces and you can adjust the gap oses and tighten this down and then you can turn the back off. And for me, since we have the snapback, this is called a press. It's a press set. This thing comes with different top and back. And the reason you need the top and the back, you need one that's going to go and literally press the back of the watch. And you need another, you need to make another that's going to go around the front of the watch so that it does not press into the glass and break it. And you don't want it to press onto the outer parts of the watch band area and break that either. So the idea behind it is you will take the watch and you will place it. I'm going to try to position the camera in a different way so we can see what I'm going to do. You are going to have to use some force or some pressure, but you don't want to force it so much that you break something. So if something's not right, back off, look at it, see what's going on. If this little back spins in the wrong direction, that gap that I showed you, that little indent might have turned, the back might have turned a little bit, and it's not going to go around the stem, and maybe that's why it's not snapping on. So the first time, the first couple times, maybe every time, look at what you're doing, be really careful. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this with viewing this through the camera, so let me position the back the right way again, sorry. And okay, so this is it. Now I've done this before, so I know that this is the back and the top, or the front and the back that I always use. And so we're just going to watch. I'm going to place this thing down here. And I just kind of messed it up. Hold on. Camera's on. That's positioned the right way, so I'm going to get this on there. Make sure that your watch is centered on the back. And I don't even know that I did that the right way. I don't think I did. Making sure it's aligned again. You heard it? You heard the little pop? That wasn't the glass breaking. That was the watch back snapping back in place. Examine it. Make sure that it went in all the way. That is how you change a battery on a SNAPBACK watch. Again, this tool has saved my tochas more than enough times. It only cost, I think, when I bought it, it was like $6. It's the best tool I found out there to do this thing. And I will find a watch back press set that's available if mine isn't, and I'll put that in the link. If you click on those things, it will take you to Amazon. Even if you don't buy this stuff, if you shop on Amazon, click on my links before you put in your orders. It will help me out. I do hope this helped you. If you are not mechanically inclined, it might not be worth, if you have a very expensive watch, it might be worth spending the $6, $10 and letting somebody put in a battery so you don't destroy the watch. But for something like this, most of us should be able to do this on our own. We have a new battery in here. And is it still spinning? And that is how you change a battery. Please, let's make this like 15 billion views so I can become famous overnight. Thank you.